Hello everyone, welcome to the 33rd episode of our Road to Cricket Glory with New Zealand. And today we're taking on West Indies in the third and final test match of the series that counts towards the Test Championship, where we are currently on 380 points. It has not updated, but we are on 380 points, looking for 420 to push England out of the Test Championship for good, because England have to beat India in their last series in India, and I doubt that is going to happen. The Australians have picked their squad for their upcoming match. We can see Tim Southee and Trent Boult broke the top 10 bowlers in the world in terms of test matches, and Tom Latham just on the cusp at the moment at number 10 with Ross Taylor 13 there. As we take on West Indies, they're ranked 9th. This is the lineup that I'm currently thinking of going with. And you'll see a couple of changes to the squad, or mainly one. Devon Conway has made his way into the squad instead of Ajaz Patel. And that is because I'm definitely considering bringing in Devon Conway for his test debut very, very soon, as we all know, based on his real life statistics. But in this game, I don't know the correct time to pick him, because as you can see, it looks like we picked him a little bit too early, because his T20 international stats were not great, and neither was his one-day international stats as well. Nonetheless, we're hoping to give him a good test debut, but I just don't think now is the time, especially with a lot of cloud on day 3 and 4. And the bounce is good, and the wear is average straight away. So I think, with that in mind, with our batting being the way it is, I'm going to take a risk and a big gamble. We need McConchie's bowling option as an off-spinner, just in case the wicket does deteriorate. He's got 7 for 82, 5 for 99, 3 for 88 this season alone. So he's looking very good with the ball. With the bat, not so much. He has not got 50 with the bat at the moment, which is why it's a little concerning. On the 9th of December 2020, we will go ahead and play the third test match of the series. Cole McConchie making his test debut, as we know. And it looks like they've made no changes to their lineup. With that in mind, we're actually ranked, well, I was going to say below them, but not quite. We're ranked slightly above them. We've won the toss first up, and to be honest, it looks very good to bat the first couple of days. It's only going to get worse in terms of wear and bounce. It's time we send ourselves in and have a bat. Interesting decision on New Zealand soil. We're also going to be not playing boundaries in this innings, guys, just to try and make the video length a bit shorter than normal, because currently I feel it's a bit too long. Tom Latham, it's an edge in the air! Oh no, he's just skewed and off drive, and he goes for 10. He was just starting to look good as well on this surface, and unfortunately he has to depart. West Indies get a key breakthrough in the first session. We need Blundell to score some runs today. He's been a little bit short of form lately. And we go to lunch 69 for 1. A good start from New Zealand. Australia vs India is also happening at the same time here. It's day 3. Australia lead by 131. Again, we're keeping an eye on this test match, because if Australia do go on to win that series, they will make the World Test Championship final, unlike real life. So it's very much important we keep an eye on that. Blundell into the leg side. He gets an edge. He moves to 46, and that brings up his 50 down the ground. Blundell. I was going to say down the ground. It's actually not. It's through the covers. And he brings up a 50. Well played to Blundell. Look at that. He hasn't passed 50 in a little while, or a couple. Not for a long time though. Few and far between, but he brings up his 3rd test match 50, his 2nd of the calendar year. Good to see from Tom Blundell. 102 for 1, but he's edged and he's taken. Great catch, it's lit. He goes for 51 off 97. Hope with another beautiful catch. He took a good one last game, and he's taken a good one today. And Roscoe joins Kane. 131 for 2. And another beautiful catch. Williamson gone for 49. Oh, it's just a number you just don't want to depart for. He's worked so hard to get that 50, and he has to depart now. 166 for 3, but Nichols has got hit in the rib cage. This could be a bad injury. What does he think? Is he going to soldier on? No! He's gone. Nichols goes for 3 weeks with a fracture. And I tell you what, the first thing I thought was, Devon Conway's in the team. Because Nichols is out, I reckon Devon Conway is going to get a slot in the middle order there. But nonetheless, that's going to hurt for this test match, because he can't come in the middle of a test match. Watling, effectively 166 for 4. Because Nichols is out. And that is a big blow to our batting chances in this game, because now we are effectively an extra wicket down, and an extra wicket down in the second innings as well. Not good stuff. We are Batting pretty well though. The new ball is taken at the end of the day here. Last over of the day and we survive it as well. 249 for 3, New Zealand. Ross Taylor. I forgot to say, I apologise, Ross Taylor. He brings up his 35th Test match half century, his second in this calendar year, averaging 69. Ross Taylor. Doing very, very well, Ross Taylor, at the back end of his career, at the moment in this game at least. And India fell short, so Australia lead by 155, carried by Marnus and Smith. New day. So New Zealand have to be very careful here. BJ Watling and Ross Taylor. And this is BJ Watling's 50. He just works it away past the short leg. Brings up a 50 well played to BJ Watling. His 21st Test match century. He's 1 run away from 4,000 Test runs. Can he get there? It's a beauty. There it is. He brings up the 4,000 Test runs for his Test career. Does BJ Watling. Well played. 275 for 3. New Zealand just looking to build into this. The pitch is turning on day 2. Oh my goodness me. It was a good choice to bring in McConchy, it looks like. Turning on day 2, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me. Okay, well they haven't brought the spinners in just yet. That could be out and should be out. And it is out. Watling edges behind. 290 for 4. Gone for 59. And that brings Cole McConchy to the crease on his Test debut. Okay, here we go. Good luck, Cole McConchy. First ball in Test cricket was indeed a no-stroke. Second ball, and he's off the mark. He just squirts it away into the offside and takes off, and that is his first Test run. Ross Taylor into the 90s. Very nervous times for him. He's on 97. Roston Chase is looking to get into the act. McConchy is gone. No. His poor batting form continues in this first-class season. Gone for 15 off 32. He did hit his first boundary in Test cricket, but not long after he's dismissed. We need to just bat as long as we can, and there it is! Ross Taylor brings it up. Ross Taylor brings up a Test match century once again. That is back-to-back Test centuries for Ross Taylor. His average to 47 now. Just 2 away from Kane Williamson. At the end of his career, good to see from Ross Taylor. As I said, back-to-back Test match centuries. I mean, that is an impressive feat. Along with 98 in the first innings of the series. Crazy scenes from him. Jameson. Edge straight. No one there, 4. That ends the first session on day 2. 350 for 5 from New Zealand. Good stuff. We need to just bat and keep batting. Australia, meanwhile, 211 for 4. Smith brings up an unbeaten 100. We lead by 350 on a turning wicket. The main thing is just to be staying out here. And that is why Roscoe, of course, gets bowled. He's cleaned up for 117 off 237. 355 minutes from Ross Taylor. Well played to him, though. Very good stuff. Maybe we actually just look to bring in Neil Wagner here and just block it out. And as soon as I say that, he swings and misses. I think we just need to stay at the crease. Try and wear this pitch down as much as possible with the tail enders. And edged in the gap from Jameson. That will be 4. Just look at this again. No third slip. Would have been straight down his throat. Dear oh dear. Jameson moves to 26. Can't believe this. What's going on here? The pitch is supposed to be turning, and we're still surviving it. Cannot believe this. The tail is wagging for New Zealand. Edged through the stumps, but he's taken. Wagner goes 33 off 70, caught behind. Well, it should have been bowled, but you get that. We will definitely take that for sure. Jameson on 44. What's his top Test score? In this game, 49 is his top score. He is edged it for 1 and makes the T interval on day 2. We're still batting 437 for 7 after 149 overs. It is imperative we keep batting here. On 48, Jameson. He's on 49. He's gone again on 49. He can't make his first Test 50. He's made 2 49s. He has to go. LBW. Trent Bolt to the crease. Alright, well, we don't expect too much from these two. So the edge is through, and there it is. 453 all out New Zealand. We've tried to wear this pitch down. 154.2 overs on it. 3 for Roach, 3 for Paul, 1 for Chase, and 2 for Joseph. Ross Taylor, 117. Great knock from him. He was the player of the innings for us, with performances from Blundell, Watling, and Kane Williamson, and Jameson, in fact, as well. It is time to perform with the ball. Ooh, things heating up. That's actually chaseable. Ashwin takes 5. Smith on 159, not out though. Can India chase a big total in the last innings? But we are going to try and bowl the West Indies out for not too many here. We'll see how we go though. Trent Boult and Tim Southee on a turning wicket. 37 without loss, and the first wicket down. Jameson gets it to seam back sharply, and it takes the stumps. Well, would have, of course, took the pad actually in front of the stumps, which is out. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, there you go. Gone for 24. Brooks to the crease, averaging 43. Hasn't had a great performance so far in the series. Campbell, he's the key wicket. He edges away for 4, and that brings up 50 for West Indies. And that ends day 2. The Australia game. Here we go. Okay, action. Smith got stranded on 197 of 326 deliveries. The Aussies are up and about as India need 370 to win the first test. And as we begin the day, New Zealand, we are going to begin the day with, we might as well start with Jameson because he got the only wicket. Boult to Brooks. Edged and taken at first slip. Good catch from Latham, I believe it is. Great stuff there from Latham again in the slips. Much needed breakthrough early in the day just to set them back. It's still swinging quite a lot, so we're going to keep the seamers on. That could be out. It's in the air. Get there. Oh. Boult to continue his fine spell with Jameson. These two are combining well. Another wicket. The big wicket of Campbell. Gone for 42 of 77. Again, continuing his good form. It's got very cloudy. Day 3, it's started to get cloudy. It's not a great pitch to bat on at all. Edged and taken in the gully now. Southee with the catch. Oh my goodness me. It's all coming apart for West Indies. Alright, here it is. 1 minute before the end of the session, and we are going to try Cole McConchie. It is the lunch interval though on day 3. Does not get a wicket, but a nice tight over. India, 102 for 5. Jeepers, they got a long way to go to try and draw that match. It looks basically over, if I'm honest. Boult again from McConchie. Boult to Dowrich. Edged and taken from Watling. Good catch. I actually thought it went past him for a moment, but Boult has 3, looking for a 4th. Gee, that was a beauty. Jameson to Hope. And there it is! He's caught behind for 33 off 95, put up a good fight, but he has to go. Jameson with his 3rd. Haven't had much from Wagner or Southee in this test though, and there we go! I jinx Wagner, and he gets a wicket now. Caught by Latham at first slip. Boult comes back, looking for his 4th. And Jameson picks up his 4th. Great stuff from Jameson. He picks Joseph up for 10. The new ball is available just on the stroke of T. And we'll take it, but it will be T. India. Well, if they draw that match, that would be incredible, honestly. So I expect an Australian win, but we'll see. Jameson with his 4th, looking for a 5th. Can he bring up a 5 for Jameson? Yes, he can. I wasn't sure it was going to get given out. The impact was the question, but it seems back perfectly in line, hitting middle stump. Jameson picks up Roach, and he has a 5-wicket haul. Jameson, his 2nd in his test match career. Jameson looking for a 6-fer. It's edged in the air, but it will be down the ground for 4. 50 for Chemo Paul. They need 3 runs to avoid the follow-on. Can Trent Boult stop it? No. Edged and taken. Okay, I didn't actually think that was out. How does this out? Look, questionable physics from cricket captain, but we'll take the last wicket. Boult takes his 4th. 4 for 61 from Boult, 5 for 79 for Jameson, 1 for 29 from Wagner, and McConchie had a couple of goes, but couldn't get the wicket. Alright, 255 all out. Unfortunately, they just, with that boundary, that means that we cannot enforce the follow-on. And I'm going to be honest, maybe it was a good time to bat, because it's not going to get any easier. Look at the conditions. It is dreadful to bat on. All the best to our batters here under some very cloudy conditions in the last session. And Blundell has to depart. His spot is under a little bit of heat, and it continues to build. Gone for 8 off 27. Kane Williamson to the crease with fading light, and we survive to the end of day 3. 27 for 1. Alright, we lead by 225. But let us go and check. They did it! Oh, would you believe it? The Indians pulled out the draw. Unbelievable scenes from them. Do not know how they did it. It was rain. It rained for an hour. and a half. The Indians batted out what they needed to do, and a miraculous draw from the Indians. Oh my goodness me, that certainly heats the Test Championship board up. We lead by 225 going into day 4. Sharp turn. Jeez. Just need to stick around. Honestly, we need to just fight. There's so much time left in the day, and it's not getting any easier. It's gonna be... Look at this. The bounce is uneven as well. It's just not gonna get easier for batting. We just have to stick it out, tough it out in these conditions, and try and get above 300, which would be a really hard fourth innings chase, but Latham's edged off for 38. A good knock from him has to be said in these conditions. Well played. Taylor. He's going for a 3rd Test century in a row. That is lunch on day 4, though. 300 is the lead. We definitely want them batting by the end of the day. I think we honestly go for it. This is going to be a hard chase. They've got sharp turn, uneven bounce, cloud under that. We want to bowl in that cloud, for sure. So, New Zealand are going to push on here. It will cost us wickets as Ross Taylor edges to slip for 24. Oh, yeah, Henry Nicholls being out's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? I think we've countered it just by having enough runs on the board. Southey has 11, and he's bowled, trying to go for an ambitious stroke. Gone for 11 off 11, that's perfect. I don't want to see McConchy to slog it because I feel like that's unfair on him. 348, if we can just keep going this session. Edge to gone, okay. BJ Watling to the crease. Okay, I meant to see Kyle McConchy there, but that's, okay, that's fine. BJ Watling, we've got an hour to go. Back-to-back boundaries from Kane. Moves, he gets a half century. I totally skipped that, I apologise, Kane. Moves to an average of 51. 33rd Test match half century. If he gets 100 here, this would be crazy. If he does. Oh, that's a beautiful ball, though. And Chase has got it, I guess, spinning on a wheel, and... well, yeah, that's not a great shot from Watling, but he goes for 27. Just bat normally, kind of just trying to see how he's going, and somehow, through the carnage, I missed it. Kane Williamson brings up a 24th Test match century on an absolute crazy, crazy track. Look at this, sharp turn, uneven bounce, and he pulls it out. Unbelievable scenes. He's hit a 6 as well. I'd love McConchy to get a not out, but... oh, he's gone though. I've pushed it too high. He has to depart. It's struck in line. Oh, just about. And Trent Bolt will walk to the crease, and we're going to call it. Actually, let's just bat it. Let's just bat it. Bolt's going to bat it. Oh, for goodness sake, I shouldn't have done that. He's gone. It's pitched in line again somehow. I keep thinking it's going to not, and we're just going to declare it. 10 minutes left. Now, we're done there. We've set them 459 to win. We've done an incredible job. Kane Williamson set up the match well and truly with his 118 not out off 188. Just look at that, BJ Watling 27 off 22. Don't see that too often. Well, I'll play BJ Watling. And with that in mind, we are now setting up the game. We have to basically bowl West Indies out across... oh, we've actually got an over in. We've managed to sneak an over in here before tea, but it's 5 singles. Okay. Is that like signaling they're going to go for it here? Okay, this could be an interesting match if they're going to have a crack. Southey to Campbell. Oh my gosh, it's not out, but I don't know how. It struck him in line. Oh, it just kept going. Just kept swinging. You're going after Southey, that's for sure. Bolt to Campbell, taking it. Short point almost. He's getting very close. And the sub fielder takes the catch. Bolt, looking for another one. Edged and gone. He's got another one. He's loving the bowling conditions that the pitch is providing. The conditions being very cloudy. This is Trent Bolt's element here. Bolt, end of his spell, but he gets another one. He's got all 3. He has got it in line, and it's screaming into the stumps. LBW for 7. Trent Bolt on fire. Unfortunately, he will be taken off because he is absolutely doing himself in now. That ends the day. Day 4 is done. 3 wickets down for 61. We are well and truly in control of this match. 398 to win for West Indies. Bolt to Blackwood. He's got 4. Can he get all 10? I mean, I don't want to call it too early, but he's got all 4. Going for a 5. He doesn't get it. Bolt's got 4 for 15. 8 maidens, 15 overs. Oh my gosh. Just don't read about these figures. Kyle McConchy. He's looking for a maiden test wicket. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Kyle McConchy has a test wicket under his belt. Shy Hope gone. Middle stump. LBW. While bowled to McConchy, he does have a test average after all, and Bolt will not claim all 10. Jameson took 5 in the first, and he's got another in the second. He brings up 6 in the match. West Indies struggling up a storm. Southie wicketless the whole match, and it looks like it will stay that way as we move to lunch on day 5. Ajaz Patel in the background, 4 for 18. You have to keep an eye on that. Good thing I released him from the test squad. 336 to win, 4 wickets for New Zealand. Bolt bowling one of the spells of his life. Look at this, 20 overs, 10 maidens, 4 for 19. He's unhittable. Going for 5, Bolt. Edge to gone. Short leg takes the catch. Blundell it is. Bolt has 5 for 29. Unreal. 25 overs, 12 maidens. Oh my goodness me. New ball is available, and I shouldn't have taken it. I'm so used to pushing yes. I shouldn't have taken it, but Wagner's got it. Is that an edge? Oh, it is! Wagner with the new ball. He's got one. Joseph gone for 7. Dalrich brings up a fighting 50. Has to be said. Good to see some fight, I guess, from their perspective. From our perspective, that's not what we want to see at all. That is T. They tied! Oh my goodness me. There was a T20 match and they tied. Eh? That's 2 miraculous games there we've witnessed around our current game. Southie to try and back him up. Edged and taken by Williamson in the slips. 9 down. No. Can he finish at this ball though? Yes he can! Bolt finishes the match. What a spell of bowling across the, well, I guess the whole second innings. Just wasn't really one spell, but it was just such a top class performance. And there you go. New all-time record. Best bowling in a match at Christchurch. 10 for 92 at Hagley Oval. Trent Bolt, take a bow. 6 for 31. Just missing out on his best figures against England, which was 6 for 30. 10th fifer and his second 10-wicket match. Oh my goodness me. Trent Bolt, take a bow. And, oh my goodness, I nearly missed it. 300 test wickets as well. Trent Bolt, get around him. Trent Bolt, wow. Take a bow. Great stuff from Trent Bolt there. We win by 277 runs against the West Indies. Kane Williamson, the player of the match, for 118 not out and 49 in the first. I would have given it to Bolt personally, but nonetheless, you get that, I guess. Jamieson, 5 for 79. Bolt, 4 for 61 and 6 for 31 in the second innings. It was just crazy all round, really. That is just crazy figures. You do not see that very often. Across 33.2 overs, 17 maidens. On that wicket, he was absolutely unplayable. Truly was. And with that win, we win the series 3-0. Very important. Looking at the updated rankings for the batters, though, we can see Ross Taylor, 6th. Kane Williamson, 9th. Trent Bolt, the second test bowler in the world at the minute. Tim Southie, 8th. Jamieson, 11th. And we are moving forwards to the Boxing Day test match against Pakistan. But before we do that, let's actually take a look at the test championship. And there you go. We can see New Zealand are now on 420 points. And we are in first place on the table. I actually can't believe that. That's incredible. First place on the test championship ladder. Australia and India are in a series right now, being a 4-test series. With that draw, they only get 10 points, Australia. Australia lost 20 points due to the rain. I think they definitely should have declared a lot earlier in that game, but anyway. Australia, they only get 10 points, so they're actually on 426. India moved to 370. Those were 10 big points for them in that match. We're going to have to pick a new squad as well. Henry Nicholls is out injured. We have got some news though of the second test that Australia did indeed go on to beat India. Oh dear, Fahari bowled 7 overs, none for 32. That could have cost India the test match there. That could be something they need to look at. But Australia win that test match. If you could, then please make sure you leave a like. Subscribe for more content such as this. Join my Discord. Hit the post notification bell. And until next time, everyone. And until next time, goodbye for now, everybody.